Hi Pisces, this is your monthly reading for the month of June for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Please keep in mind that this is a general reading and this is not going to resonate for every single Pisces out there. All right, you guys, let's get started. So what is happening for my Pisces for the month of June? Ooh. All right. We have the Four of Cups, Temperance, the Six of Swords, the Queen of Coins, the Five of Coins, the Knight of Cups, and the Four of Swords. And then we have the Ace of Staffs. So Pisces, for the month of June, I feel like some of you guys, you're not seeing the obvious about something. And I think it has something to do with balancing out your mind and your heart, balancing out the emotion and the mental state. Because it's like there's something that you are not moving forward with, and it's could do with your instability in some way, but it's like you feel alone in this process. You don't really know who to communicate with. I'm also just kind of getting this sense of feeling like there's this stagnancy in your life, feeling like you can't really or even articulate your emotions to certain people. Like Pisces can feel so deeply that sometimes it's really hard for them to communicate how they are truly feeling. And I'm also getting that it's like a part of you feels rushed in life. You feel like there's something going on where you feel pushed to do something. Like you feel this sense of urgency. And so a part of you feels like you need to kick yourself into gear. It's almost like you're trying to get yourself to move forward in some way. You're trying to start yourself in some type of a journey, but you're having a rough time doing it, but you're still like that is what you are desiring. Because it almost gets the sense that for some of my Pisces, you're moving past certain issues, but at the same time, there's this piece of you that feels like you still can't be stable on your own. Like you don't know if you can afford being alone. You don't know if you can afford living on your own. You feel kind of trapped. You feel kind of stuck. You don't really know what to do with your life. Some of you guys, you just feel like you're trying to think of ways to get better, to think of ways to improve. It's like you're coming out of this state of confusion, but while you're in it, it's like you're kind of having to... It's almost like you have to stop fighting with yourself in your mind. And once you're able to really understand what it is that you're wanting, then can you try and make it work? Because the issue is you're not manifesting what you're desiring because you have a negative outlook on it. But also what I'm getting is you're not quite sure what it is that you really want yet, Pisces. So some of you guys, you really need to understand what it is that you want before you can truly even be stable. Because I feel like some of you guys, you're having a difficulty standing up for yourself. You're having a difficulty going after what you want because maybe you feel like you're going to fail or something if you try to move forward. Like, you want to be victorious, you want to be happy, you want to have some kind of new beginning in your life in some way, but at the same time there is this sense of I need to like figure out what it is I want. And it's like you feel so frustrated, Pisces, because you don't really know what it is that you want. So let's pull some clarifiers here. See, I feel like some of you guys, you feel rushed, but you want to slow down. You want to gain back your footing in life, but you're afraid, and it's like you don't know how. Some of you guys just feel like your life right now is just on rocky terms. You don't really know what you're doing. Some of you might not have a job, or if you do, it's just like you're afraid of paying. You're afraid of like your finances even. There's something here where you're just afraid to go for something here. Yeah, you're afraid of missing out. You're afraid of losing something. There's a piece of you that's in conflict. I feel like you could be arguing with people around you even. But like there's this sense of I have the energy, but then I don't have the energy, or I don't have the time. There's this sense of like you feel like you need to be stable before you can make a decision, or before you can gain clarity, or before you can even consider maybe what you want. It's weird. It's like some of you guys, you are really going through this moment of hoping to find answers, or hoping to find some type of solution. And the issue that you have too is it's like when you're around other people, you appear like you're doing fine, you appear like you're doing stable, but inside you're crying out for help. You're wanting somebody to help you. And I feel like for some of you guys, it's because you feel like you're not stable, you're not safe, but you don't talk about it. You don't tell people about it because you feel so alone in this. And it's also because I don't know if you know how to articulate those emotions. You don't know how to describe your thoughts and feelings, and that's why you're stuck in pain. That's why you feel mentally stuck as well. It's like every time you want to or every time you try to think about your feelings, about whatever this is that's hurting you, it makes you feel stuck, and it's just like painful. It feels uncomfortable, but you want to talk about it, but you're just not. Or when you say it just doesn't come out the way that you were hoping that people would receive it, or people don't respond the way that you were hoping they would respond. Because it's like, again, you feel this loneliness. You feel like you're all alone financially. You feel like you have to defend yourself against other people. You feel like your life is a burden on you right now. You feel like you're just trudging along in life. You're not where you want to be. And I get this sense that you just feel like it's just hard for you to perhaps even have a one-on-one with people right now, because it's like you don't know how to articulate these feelings. And I'm also just really getting for a lot of my Pisces, it's like you feel the need to be rushed. You feel like you have to hurry in life. There's something going on where you just feel like you can't. It's almost like you don't have a moment to spare. You're always busy. You're always out. You're always doing something. And I feel like it's because you're running away from something that inside of you is this wound. It's like I feel like you have this fear of being understood almost. It's like you feel like nobody understands me. But then you stop and then you think about it and you're like, well, maybe I don't tell people how I'm really feeling. So maybe that's why they can't understand me, or maybe it's because I'm afraid to be understood, because then that means I'm not special, There's something there, Pisces, where you feel like you need to be loved, you need to be understood, you need to be seen, but yet you are so afraid to be seen, you're so afraid to be understood. I think it's generally because you're afraid that people will see who you truly are or see your core wounds or your needs and reject you or not give you what it is that you're asking for. It's almost like you feel like you don't deserve it. Like you don't deserve to be seen or you don't deserve to be heard in some way. And so I feel like a lot of you guys, you guys are kind of keeping yourself stuck thinking that like I kind of get this feeling that you're almost in this fight or flight response. And it's like you can't give yourself that second to rest. I feel like a lot of my Pisces, you need to rest. And I just get that you feel like you have to keep going. You have to keep doing something. You have to try and achieve something. And you just feel like you don't have the time. And that's not true. So I feel like a lot of you guys, you need to take that time to relax. And I feel like a lot of you guys, once you do sit down, you might realize that you can't relax, that you have to get up, or you think about all the stuff that you should be doing right now instead of sitting here relaxing, you know. I feel like a lot of you guys, you have a hard time winding down. You have a hard time sleeping. Maybe you drink a lot of coffee or rock stars or something to keep you going. You know, I just feel like you guys are not taking as good care of yourselves as you could for some of you. But like, that's just really what I'm getting to is it's like you guys keep feeling like you need to hurry in life. You need to rush. So I feel like for the month of June, you guys are really going to be feeling like you're rushing a lot. I need to go here. I need to do this. I need to do that. And it's like, you need to relax this month. Take some time for yourself. Treat yourself right because you can't keep running away from this pain, whatever this pain is for you, whether that's a past relationship, what's going on in your family. There's something there inside of yourself where you're trying to escape or you're trying to avoid having a hard conversation or feeling a certain way or letting things go that you know isn't right for you. It's like you're needing to learn to let that go and to heal and work through that. And I feel like that's kind of what's happening for a lot of my Pisces right now. Because it just feels like you guys are you're not seeing things as clearly as you could be. And I feel like you're not seeing the bigger picture because you're so worried about right now, but you need to focus on, okay, what do I want in 5 years? And is this really what I want? And if so, can I make some of the sacrifices now? Can I work towards making that a reality? Can I go after what it is that I want? Because right now you need to recover. I feel like a lot of you guys are tired. You're burning yourself out. And I think that's one of the issues that I'm seeing here, Pisces, is you need to have that moment to recover. Yeah, see, I think some of you guys, one of the issues that you have is grief. And I think that's why you feel so stuck too, is because there's something going on here with this grieving that you need to grieve over. It was a loss, it was a disappointment and something in your past, Pisces, that's keeping you from really moving forward in your future, in your present moment. And that needs to be worked on. So we have enlightenment. I feel like some of you guys are going to reach a form of enlightenment once you're able to see some of the issues that you have. So what I'm getting here is that some of you guys, you could have felt tricked in a situation. You could have felt used in a situation. And because of that, that could have caused a lot of you guys to feel this deep sense of sadness and grief and disappointment. And even maybe perhaps bitterness or wanting to see somebody, like maybe you just want to see this person get their karma in some way. There's something here where you felt so betrayed, you felt so hurt, and it's kind of blocking you or preventing you from really moving forward in your life. It's starting to affect you in other areas of your life as well. And I feel like once you learn to release that and to grieve that and to mourn that and to allow that to go, only then can you find your true passion that you are seeking. Then you can be able to move into your new direction that you're trying to go in. And what's going to help you gain all of this is through your perception, the way you're viewing reality, the way you're seeing people, the way you're seeing the world. Some of you guys have been around people that were despondent, always upset, always being like that around you. It could be a particular person that you're dealing with as well that could have been very always putting you down, always telling you that you're wrong, always making you feel like you need to be one way. And it's like now you need to recover from that. You need to recover from it so you can heal and move past that so that you don't keep attracting that same type of energy into your reality, and so that you can actually heal and work on what it is that you really want. Because I feel like for a lot of you, you have a lot to offer. You have a lot that you want to accomplish. There's a lot that you want to do in your life. But the issues that I'm seeing is that you have a really hard time accepting what happened, because I feel like you guys beat yourselves up a lot because you believed that you could have believed this person, you could have been gullible in a situation, or you felt like you've been taken advantage of, or you just felt like you were misunderstood in some way, where you just felt like you were tricked. And because of that, it could have left you guys feeling like, well, what's the point to get back into another relationship if somebody's going to trick me again? Or what's the point of doing this if I'm just going to get taken advantage of again? And it's like you guys are losing parts of your passion, a part of your life, because you're letting what that one person did or what that one event happened to impact you for the rest of your life. So once you learn to heal that and work through that, then that's no longer going to be impacting you. That's no longer going to be a resonant vibration. You're no longer going to be carrying that vibration of, oh, please give me disappointment, because I feel like when you guys feel that disappointment, that was really hard for you to heal. That's really hard for you to mourn and to grieve, because sometimes even if people don't pass away, even if things just don't work out the way we were hoping, we still sometimes have to mourn that. We still have to grieve it, because it's like that disappointment of not having it, it's sad, and we have to work through that. And I feel like for a lot of my Pisces, it's like learning that, yes, life is full of disappointments, but there's also reasons to why we probably didn't get that. And sometimes it's a blessing to not get what we wanted, because sometimes if we always got what we wanted, then we would realize a lot of the stuff that we think we want is actually not for our highest good or for anyone else's involved. And so we can actually cause more issues by wanting certain things. And so I feel like the universe does that to protect us. It's like, oh, Pisces, this isn't for you, so I'm not going to let this happen to you because you deserve better. But then you get disappointed and sad, and the reality is maybe there's just something better for you. And sometimes we have to count our losses. And even though that's hard, and even though it's not always easy to see it that way, it can always help us in the long run to know that we deserve to be loved, that we deserve to be seen, and that we deserve the very best. And sometimes we are so quick to settle without even realizing that we're settling. And I feel like that's what the universe is trying to get my Pisces to stop and realize is, hey, don't settle this month. Don't settle for mediocre. You deserve more. You deserve to go out there. You deserve to experience new things. So trust yourself. Go for what it is that you believe you want. And if it doesn't pan out, then that just means that there's something that's better for you around the corner, and you just have to stay optimistic. And yes, Sometimes you get disappointments, but that doesn't mean that you have to lose that faith. That doesn't mean that you have to lose your hope. That just means that you have to really see things for what they are and count your losses and move forward and know that, again, something better is about to happen around the corner. And so that's what I keep getting for my Pisces. So for the month of June, you guys, don't settle. Start working for something that you want. Give yourself that permission to be sad. Give yourself the permission to be alone if you need to. And don't argue with others if they're not willing to change, if they're not willing to go for what it is that you deserve or want. Start finding people that are willing to do that for you. So I feel like for a lot of you guys, you're really starting to change and evolve and grow for the better. And I feel like you guys are going to have your ups and downs in the month of June, but just stay optimistic because you guys are going to be understanding more about your life and you're going to be able to work past this grief. And once you do, that's when your passion is going to start to ignite again. And that's when you're going to start feeling a lot happier and more like yourself. All it is just a perception away, just one channel away, and you got this, Pisces. So that's really what I have for my Pisces. Hopefully this resonates for you guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you guys have a great and wonderful day. Thank you. Bye.